He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love,
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Basketball Wives. This is season 7, episode 11. Yes, Basketball Wives comes on Sundays now. I don't know how much that's gonna work because we got Married to Medicine coming back on. We got The Walking Dead coming back on. But I do believe the season gotta be wrapping up by like episode like 16. So I think around the time when all the better shows come back on, because when The Walking Dead come back on, baby, ain't nobody trying to be messing with Basketball Wives. So I don't know why they moved it to Sunday nights at what's that, either is that 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whatever time come on today. At least, you know, the housewives ain't known to be carrying it over. Anyway, but thank you for tuning in. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, because usually if you're here now, you're always here. So go ahead and just subscribe. Go ahead and look around a little bit, watch some other videos. And I got a whole bunch of content on my channel. Okay, do not forget to like this video, and you have to hit the notification bell, because why? It lets you know when I have new videos up, because it is currently, what time is it? It is 1:11, so it's technically Monday morning. So who knows what time this video will be uploaded. Hopefully tonight. Anyway, today's episode to me was not eventful. I honestly feel like the season can be wrapped up. Like, the series itself, it's just not, they need a whole new cast of people. And that's crazy because they added people. They added the whole Kristen and Cece thing and Honey and OG, and it ain't working. But, you know, let's see if we can get this little blood out of a turnip. So we see Shani and Evelyn are shopping. Evelyn was only in one scene today, and it was her and Shani shopping. It was pretty uneventful still, though. They were talking about how their kids and, you know, how Shani's 2 sons want to move out and move in together in their own place, because the one son is going to college. The other son wants to kind of be with him. I mean, I kind of was uninterested, because to me, I'm like, Shani has that whole Shani's Full Court Life show, so I'm not getting why they're trying to intertwine the two. Is it because the other show don't get that many ratings and this one gets more ratings? I'm not sure, but you know, since she like, I don't know if I want them to move in together. I want them to be sure that they know that school comes first, because the one kid got the scholarship at school. But I mean, they gonna end up getting somebody pregnant if she let them move out together. I do not think the first time kids move out together, they should be like moving in together in their own house. No, as soon as they have to dorm some damn where, and let him be with some other kids and let him get a real, you know, taste of college life. But you know, whatever. We do see later on how she's with the 2 sons, and this Sharif, and I think Miles is his name, and Miles is not biologically Shaq's son, but it's Shaq's son. He raised him as his own. So they want to move together, and she like, I don't know, I'm not gonna buy no furniture because I haven't even okayed y'all to move out, because if they move out, they not moving on their own. No, they want her or Shaq to pay for the house they gonna live in, because that's what kids do when they have rich parents. And you know, I'm like, again, I feel like if they let them kids move in together without no kind of supervision, they gonna get somebody pregnant. I mean, everybody wants some of Shaq money. Everyone wants some of Shaq money, especially his son, because his son is a really great basketball player. And you got these little thoughts in these streets, honey, who want to get in early. Okay, they want to get in early. Just put them in the house together and put a den mama in there, or den father, like with someone responsible. I'm just someone responsible, baby. So you know, Sharif made a good point though when she was out. She just did not want them to move out of the house, how he can just live there with her. And he made a very, very valid point. He said, if I stay with you forever, I'll never be ready to live on my own. Like, I won't have any experience. And that's a good point to make. But it's a thin line. It's a thin line that depends on how mature the kid is. So when he said that, I said, okay, if she let them move on their own and they just monitor it, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them be like just out there by themselves. Like, really monitor the situation, make sure things are okay. It would be okay, because I didn't move out of my parents' house until I was 26. Yeah, I was 26 when I moved out, and I wanted to move out sooner, but a bitch wasn't ready. Okay, I had tried to move out, but every time I was about to move out, something went wrong, and I ended up not leaving until I was 26, and I never moved back. So I've been out of my parents' house for 10 years. But you have to be ready. And I've had some bumps in the road. I've never had to move back, but you have bumps because you're not used to, like, well, damn, the bills come every month. I can't just spend all my money. I can't do that no more. So yeah, it is a thing to let your child be aware of what it means to live on their own. So I mean, it was what it was. We see Malaysia. My table so far. We see Malaysia and Jackie meet up. Basically because Malaysia is still scared of cops with her whole brother being murdered and everything. So she's still scared of cops, and that's a real fear. When people go through things, you get scared of situations, and it's cool. So she says she's gonna go meet Officer Norman. Not everyone should know who Officer Norman is. He is a cop out of Arkansas. He has a really, really big social media platform. The neighborhood that he patrols, like, knows him, like, they know who he is. He is very much so the epitome of what good policing can be, when you are friendly and you are active in the community that you police. So if he has a whole IG or whatever, he's a really cool cop from what we can see on IG, and so she wants to meet him as her first step to meeting with I guess the police. Did I break my nail? I did break my nail. To meeting with the cop to kind of get over her fear of that. I mean, not to be funny or trying to be petty or whatever, but I'm like, why you meet with a cop that's from Arkansas? You're not going to ever see him. I would assume that you want to meet with a cop in your own area. But I digress. It's a step in the right direction. So, girl, if you like it, I love it. Honey, they trying to make us care about Cece and Kristen, and there is not enough fucks to not give a fuck about Cece and Kristen. They are boring to me. They played their first season the wrong way, whereas they came on as family members and then started beefing, and that was stupid. And then the beef they had was so dumb and petty, and just it made no sense. No one cares. So, they are who I didn't care enough. I didn't even write down who I was there. I know Malaysia was there, Kristen, Cece. I want to say Jackie was too. Okay, and Cece had a birthday party and Kristen wasn't invited, and Cece was trying to come up with reasons as to why she wasn't invited. Oh well, my husband planned it. It was gonna be something small. This reason, that reason, this reason. But the real reason was, bitch, you said we were not friends. You said our relationship was just surface. So why would you care about being invited to my birthday party? And I completely agree. Kristen, out of her own mouth, said, we have a surface type friendship, which Cece didn't understand. So I don't blame Cece for not inviting her. You said, bitch, we weren't really cool. You said it out your own mouth. So Kristen was like, I've been invited to every other birthday party. But before that, she thought y'all were friends. And then you trying to kiss Jen's ass. So she said, bitch, you ain't got to come. Leave. Bye. I don't care. And, again, who cares? Jackie brings up how she's going to be planning a PSA event about police violence. And she invites them to come. She said she also going to have like an event to show the PSA and how she's invited everybody. And Malaysia's upset because she invited Jen, which is stupid because, girl, when everyone was mad at Brandy and you wanted Brandy to come to everything, you wanted her involved, it's the same thing. People don't fuck with Jen. It's cool, but I mean, she's on the show. She's on the show, so you have to shoot certain scenes with her. And Malaysia a little bit too upset for not enough of a reason. You're upset because in the text she said, I'm going to tell Malaysia and let her do whatever she will with it. Okay, but bitch, you didn't do anything. So even her telling you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Malaysia, again, girl, get over it. It doesn't really matter. Kristen realized she's the only one who messes with Jen. How Jen is on her own little island by herself. Well, just her and Jen. It was Jen and Kristen. And I'm the only one who messes with her and checks. Yeah, you are the only one. You, yourself, and I. That's just you. Yourself and herself. Because again, no one cares. This season can really be wrapped up. Because it's like they grabbing for situations and they keep being repetitive in the arguments or whatever. But they like it. I love it. At Jackie's PSA, they didn't make it a big enough deal, in my opinion. We saw, of course, Jackie was there. We saw Tammy was there. OG, Kristen, Jackie's son. And that was it. I'm like, where's Big Doug? Like, where's her other daughter? Was her other, I don't think I seen her daughter. But maybe she was. Maybe I did see the daughter. But, like, no one else was there. And I was like, oh, Malaysia wasn't there? Isn't she against? Let me stop. Anyway, OG was there, too. She looked nice. I'm assuming she may have gotten some tips from someone how to not look a plum D fool. Her wig was cute. Her wig was done. Okay, it looked really nice. Her makeup matched her skin tone and did not look too stupid. And she looked nice. I said, okay, girl. Someone got in your ear and said you been looking a plum D fool for the first 10 episodes, baby. Come here and then do something different, girl, and just get it together. And the thing is, OG isn't ugly. She looks different. She's different looking. However, because she is different looking, I don't think she's aware that some stuff doesn't match her different look. And this time, she looked pretty. Anyway, nice weave, nice makeup, nice. Her clothes were simple. Cute. She got it together. We see Kristen and OG playing nice finally. Basically because Kristen ain't got nobody else to shoot with besides Jen, so she just needs an ally. But they also made up at Jackie's play based on OG's brother passing away and Kristen, helping her kind of grieve a little bit when she was crying in the bathroom, which was a great moment a couple episodes ago. So it's cool that they playing nice because again, the whole beef with them was stupid because Kristen was mad for something that OG technically never said the way that she said it. But again, we don't care. We see Tammy meet with Shani. And she was just saying how, she does not want to get married now. She doesn't even want to get engaged. She thinks that if that happens, stuff will change. Bitch, bye. You have been, I never get when people date someone for a long time and that person wants to like marry you or whatever, and you keep dating them. If you don't want to be married, why are you dating that person? I don't get it. You don't, so you want to be with them, but you don't want to break up with them. He want kids, but you can't have kids. He want to get married, but you don't want to get married. Then why y'all together? I feel like Tammy is just never happy. I feel like Tammy has a miserable bone in her body that she refuses to have removed, and she needs to. Tammy is the kind of friend who will drain you. She's the kind of friend who you'll be like, she will tell you all her issues. Girl, oh my God, I don't want to have kids. Well, then don't have kids. Girl, but you want to have kids. She will drain you with her issues that are not really issues. It's stuff that you put upon yourself. You're dating a young man who wanted kids, who wanted to get married. And those are both things you either can't do or won't do, or y'all can't get around it. And you keep complaining. I don't know. Girl, who cares? Shani gives her the best advice. Like, well, first of all, if you keep changing your mind, he gonna think that you're stringing him along because you first didn't want to get married, then you did, now you don't. It's a back and forth thing, and he might not like that. She's like, why don't you just get engaged and see how it goes? You don't have to get engaged and then get married. Which is true. Drea has been engaged for 6 fucking seasons. Not 6 seasons. Just not nice. But she has been engaged to her dude for a few years. They done had a kid and everything. So sometimes you can get engaged and still wait it out to make sure that the marriage is going to last. Because there's nothing wrong with getting engaged to a person you plan to spend your life with and then just still plan it out. Plan it out. And see how it goes. You don't have to get engaged in January of 2018 and then you have to be married a year later. Different things work for different people. If you feel like you don't want things to change, then get engaged and then see where it goes. Because as Shani said, the ring ain't gonna change shit. Just get engaged and see if it does. Because if you do get engaged and things do change, that's the time to figure some shit out and say, well, hey, wait a minute. Maybe we should not be engaged because you acting a little different. You think you my goddamn boss now, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Just do it and shut the fuck up. Whatever. So Tammy agrees that she can, embrace being engaged and be engaged and not have to rush a marriage. But hell, she was the one looking for wedding dresses, girl. Tammy is, I don't know, is she getting old and she can't remember stuff because she wanted a wedding dress, girl. Look, I just can't do it with her. Anyway. Shawnee brings up how she's basically done dealing with Jen, and she just does not want to be around her right now. She's like, I don't know, maybe next year or whatever, I might be okay hanging around her right now. I don't want to because it's fresh and I'm still pissed. Girl, Tammy say she feel like, Jen is thirsty and is just trying her best to be accepted, and that's why she, did all these antics. But I'm like, but you just said when you was crying to Jackie that you've been trying to be accepted by these ladies all these years. So what makes you different from Jen? If Jen is just now trying to be accepted back into the group, you've been trying to be accepted for years. So y'all again are in the same boat. And she gonna say, what did she say? If you are a person of power, you don't have to do that. But you just got the power, Tammy. You just got the power of the goddamn on Captain Planet. Look, let me stop. I'm stop being petty. But again, Tammy has this thing where I feel like she's miserable, and she has no reason to be miserable, but she's making herself miserable, and then she's cracking jokes on Jen. If you think about it, you and Jen was in the same boat. When you first got on the show, they didn't rock with you, and you tried to be accepted. And Jen was the person who you tried to get to accept you, and y'all have been beefing all these damn years. But let me stop. You a Tammy hater? No, you just a Tammy goddamn congratulator, and we on two different sides of the coin. But yeah, Tammy I just want her. I want her to be happy, and she just never seems happy. I can't take a person who says, I have this, I have a man, I have a career, I have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, but you still miserable in some sort of way, and you just sit around like, I don't know, it's something about Tammy that's off, and I just want her to be happy, and it just isn't working. We do see Jen and Kristen meet up real quick, but we also don't care about that. Basically because Jen has put her foot in her mouth and she's in a fucked up position, and she just needs to accept that. But she needs to accept her part in it, but so does Tammy. But I'm talking about it a little later. But we don't care about Jen and Kristen. We really don't. Jen is saying how, for her, she feels like Tammy brought the rumor up. Tammy brought the rumor up a year later after they had talked about it, and there was some bullshit. So she's like, Tammy done said some stuff on text too. I have the message to prove it, and if I have to, I'll show it. Girl, you so late. Girl, you is so. If you had proof of anything Tammy said, we girl, who cares now? You've already had your name dug down deep in the mud, bitch. There's no text you can pull out unless the text says. It has to say from Tammy, hey Jen, let's get that rumor started on Evelyn to get to Shawnee. That's what the text would. That's what we would have to see, because we know y'all talked about it. You've already admitted that you took it to Tammy. So what is the proof? No one cares at this point because you did the damage. So you too late. Keep that damn broken ass cell phone you have with these fake ass messages at home. We don't care at all. We do see Malaysia meet Officer Norman, and I have to say I laughed because when he walked up, he was not even in his uniform, honey, and Malaysia started crying, and she gonna say, I just see him and I can picture him in his uniform. When I see a cop in the uniform, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like I'm betraying my brother. And but I'm like, he didn't murder your brother, but I get her psyche has her feeling this way. But something about it, is weird to me, because I feel like you met with him for a reason. He came out of uniform for a reason, and you were crying as if, because I'm like, so do you not know any cop? Like, I don't know anyone who don't know a cop. So what's weird, like, do you not have no cops who you are friends with, who are you have no cop around ever in life? That's weird to me. I just wonder how she acts around other cops. Like, has she never got put up for a speeding ticket? I don't know. I mean, it's weird for me. Can you not watch a movie that got a cop in it? You know what I'm saying? Can you not watch the TV show Cops? Can you not watch the TV show 911? Like, I just wonder how deep this is. Whenever I see a cop in a cop uniform, I have to bawl out crying. I just wonder how far that goes. So I'm like, that can be just debilitating. So I'm just curious to know, is it? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, she just says, I just feel weird about it. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of him not being here. She brings up how when he was killed, how her brother has a twin brother, which I didn't know that either. And when the twin brother saw the dead brother, like, laid out or whatever, and they wouldn't let him get to his twin, he kind of had whatever reaction, and the cops ended up pointing the guns at him. And she said, that made me mad too when it was the whole thing or whatever. And Norma says the thing that just makes common sense. She said, it's just about the police having to be more involved in their community so that people are not afraid of them. He when I was first patrolling, he said kids they would run from me and they would say they were scared. He said that's what made me start getting out of my car, going to talk to the kids and the parents and saying, why did you run? Don't be scared. He said, so just me being active in the community and talking to people is what opened up the doors of them not being afraid of me, and that's kind of the first step. And that way people would not be afraid of the police. I think the reason I'm not afraid of police is because my aunt was a police officer before she passed away. I've dated a police officer before. I have cousins who are cops. I have friends who are cops. So I'm aware that not all cops are bad cops, but I still am aware that there are bad cops. And I'm able to judge the situation based on action or reaction or whatever like that. So even though I'm fully aware that cops have killed people unjustly or whatever, I'm still not affected to the point to where I can't make a difference between the two. You know what I'm saying? It's for me, it's different than how Milady just sees it, so I don't want her to keep having that thing in her. She needs to be able to, because you can't be scared around cops because that can make them do some dumb shit too. You know what I'm saying? So if you in a car with your kids and the cop pull you over and you start crying and acting crazy, God forbid that he think that you erratic and he shoot and kill you. So I think that she needs to face that fear and just kind of calm her nerves so that if she is around one, she doesn't do something that makes them accidentally shoot her because she was, scared out of her mind or whatever. So it was, at the end of the thing, they hugged, so it was what it was. It was a good thing that she was able to hug him. But again, he was not in his uniform, so it was what it was. At Jackie party, everybody wore black. It was cute. Everybody was dressed nicely or whatever. We do see Malaysia talking to Kristen. And Kristen, Malaysia was saying how, she don't fuck with Jen. She thinks Jen is a snake. That she never knew how much of a snake she was. And so she just done with dealing with her. And Kristen opened her mouth to quit. Like, well, I think, she has receipts too. Like, the receipts on Tammy thing wasn't signed all the way. Girl, yes, they were. And she's like, well, who else got receipts? Like, Jen got receipts. Kristen is up and open her mouth and don't know what the fuck she's talking about. And so then Shani walks up. What y'all talking about? She's like, oh, nothing or whatever. Kristen asked Shani a good question. She said, what makes Tammy different from Jen in the situation? And Shani said how because she saw the text that said, let's get this information to Shani is what made her be more mad at Jen than Tammy. And Kristen's like, in her eyes, she felt like Tammy and Jen should be in the same boat. And they should. They both knew about something. The only difference is Jen brought it to Tammy, but Tammy entertained the shit. She entertained the shit for a full year and didn't say shit. So again, they should be in the same boat. They should at least both be able to that's tongue tied. They should both be able to say sorry and repent and make up for some shit. Because again, just because Jen brought it up, Tammy didn't shut it down. She didn't tell Shani. She didn't stop it. She knew Jen was telling people. So my thing is, I will be more mad at Tammy because you knew the shit was a lie and you let her tell other people. You helped her spread the shit and you didn't stop it. So I believe what Kristen said. Can't believe I said that they both should be in the same boat. And Tammy is just as guilty for a different reason than Jen is. We see Jen walk in and Tammy walk in. They walk in separately, and we know they don't like each other. And now it's the whole goddamn Ponderosa, if you ask me. We got Kristen saying how they both brought it up a year ago, but no one told Shani. And that's true. Tammy knew a year ago. Jen knew a year ago. You know what I'm saying? Jennifer, like, well, Tammy, you said that you would not bring it up unless you had cold hard facts. But you still brought it up a year later, so why would you do that? But again, that don't matter. it does not matter if you say me. You know, Tammy agreed that she did say she would not bring it back up unless she had some information. But again, who gives a fuck? Who gives a rat's ass about it? They're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Jen then pull out her old phone saying, I got some proof. Because Malaysia gonna say, you were trying to use me to spread this, whatever. And you told Don you was gonna have me do this and have me do that. Jen said, I never said I was gonna have you do anything. I didn't say that. What Jen said was, I'm gonna tell Malaysia to see if she will tell Shani. Malaysia's mad about that little part. So when Jen pull her phone out, like, let me pull up my receipts, I'm like, oh, she got the phone out. Okay, let's see what receipt she has. Honey, at first, I don't think that she can even get her in her damn phone. Then she's up and scrolling. She didn't have not one goddamn receipt. And then she asked Tammy, what day was that? It was around this and this day. My phone stops like the day after. I said, bitch. So she had dry receipts. Her receipts her receipts was 91 days old. It's too late to return the shit. You got to keep it. I was just like, girl, you wasted your whole girl. Jen. You didn't think to be at home before coming to party to find the exact. My phone would have been paused on the exact text of whatever conversation we have to have. I would have had screenshots of all that shit. I would have been up studying the night before. Like, okay, yep, here go. She said this right here. Yep, she said, you ain't practiced nothing, girl. That's why she lonely. Anyway, they yelling and fussing, not fighting, but they arguing, fussing, raising their voices or whatever. I'm like, they is at a PSA for police violence, and y'all up in here being violent black women. What is wrong with y'all? It's just some bullshit. If you ask me, y'all both guilty. Neither one of y'all is innocent. Neither one of y'all. The reason they both feel like, oh, I can be the victim is because Shani is not mad at Tammy and Evelyn isn't mad at Jen. So they both feel like I have some leeway to not be the scapegoat of who did the worst. But y'all both guilty. Both of y'all committed a crime and you both got caught. Okay? Tammy did bring it up. That's the truth about it. But Jen, you brought the shit to her. But again, y'all both is fucking guilty. As they yelling back and forth, they getting louder and louder. And then I think it was Jackie who said, you know, Tammy getting a little bit loud. She's getting, you know, she's getting out of pocket or whatever. Let me try to calm it down. So anyway, yeah, she kind of go get Tammy, say, Tammy, you know, don't do this. You know, you're getting too much, whatever. Let's calm down. And they still was yelling, and like she was getting all in her face. Honey, when Jen said Tammy up here acting as if she's still on food stamps, I said, bitch, she is. The way Tammy acted was how Tammy was acting in season 1 or season 2, whatever season that was. Like, she was on food stamps. But again, y'all yelling and arguing for no goddamn reason. For what? Bitch, y'all not gonna be hanging out outside of the damn show. I would not care. I would not keep arguing about it. And the crazy part is, Kristen is the one who brought this shit up, and she over there quiet as a damn church mouse. The episode went off with them still yelling and them trying to be separated, with, you know, them trying to get Tammy away from Jen, and Jen like, get out my face, girl. What? They're not gonna fight. Tammy too old. Her knees ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Go sit down somewhere, damn Tammy. Go sit down somewhere, Jen. Go to y'all prospective corners, and both y'all get into a timeout because y'all both are guilty of the crime. And I'm done. Put your comments in the comment section. I give zero fucks about you goddamn Tammy lovers. Oh my god, you were so much against Tammy. You picked a side, and you picked a side too. So the note in the comment section will be Team Tammy, Team Evelyn, Team Shani. Put who team you on, and then put Crest, Colgate, or Aqua. Isn't Aqua a toothpaste brand? I think it is. So put one of those in, and I'm done. Peace.